Paula Deen's food empire is burning to the ground, but a top crisis manager says she can still pull it out of the fire. He gives us his step-by-step plan to save it. I hope she's watching. Next on Money, Paula Deen redefines how not to respond to a public relations disaster, but is all lost for the queen of food in her empire. A top crisis manager gives us her rescue plan. All right, talk about a PR disaster. Paula Deen cooking up controversy after admitting to using a racial slur in the past. The celebrity chef has since apologized, but the PR problems, they are far from over. Just today, Smithfield Foods, the world's largest pork producer, said it is dropping Deen as its spokeswoman, but the queen of comfort food has more fans than she has butter. So can she save her Epicurean empire? Crisis PR expert James Goll joins me now. This is going to go down in history as a case study in how not to handle your PR. This didn't really need to happen. I mean, it all started in the deposition when they asked her if she'd use the N-word, and instead of saying like any good lawyer or PR expert would tell her, you know, maybe, I can't remember, perhaps, she goes, oh yeah, you know, sure, of course. And then it got even worse from there. I mean, she books a Today Show appearance and then just doesn't show. Then she did this apology online, which we can show you in a second, that just made things worse. I mean, did you watch this and cringe?
Yeah, absolutely. You said it right. This is going to be a case study for somewhat of a PR disaster, and she and her team somewhat brought it on herself. You said it exactly right. She spoke out in the deposition, so right now she's being punished for being truthful in a deposition and saying something that was just trying to be honest and forthgoing, and I don't think she expected this was possibly going to be the outcome of this. But when it gets to the PR nightmare, her problem is she was dealing with a disgruntled employee, the head of a lawsuit. Now, how many times does this happen during the week, during the day? Hundreds of thousands. A disgruntled employee makes an accusation, brings you to court. Okay, it's up for the courts to decide. She can make some acknowledgement and say, hey, listen, I don't tolerate any sort of racial disconnect, but this is up for the courts to decide, and we look forward to seeing the outcome of it. You don't need to go to YouTube and put out 1, 2, 3 different videos.
Right, and let's watch maybe the worst offender of the YouTube videos, and when we come back, I'll get your reaction and maybe what you would have done instead. Watch this apology.
Sure.
Ugh.
I want to apologize to everybody for the wrong that I've done. Inappropriate, hurtful language is totally unacceptable. Please forgive me.
Okay, so that didn't work because it was so heavily edited. You wondered, like, was she cursing in between her apology that they had to make all these slices? I mean, what would you say from here after all these disasters? Paula's out there. I mean, she's probably at home right now watching TV because what else is she going to be doing? Tell her what to do to right this ship.
It's tough. You're right. That video was scripted. It was edited. It was just disingenuous. It was hastily done. She ran, straight off and putting those things out there without thinking, and then taking it down and doing another one. She needs to take a step back. It just came out within the hour. Al Sharpton responded and kind of gave her his blessing and saying things were done in the past. We need to judge people on who they are now. Paula has agreed to go back on the Today Show and see Matt Lauer and Al Roker and see those things, and she's going to take that opportunity. She needs to be genuine, but not beg. She was a little bit over the top. She's not, Sergio Garcia that comes on and says that Tiger Woods should, with the fried chicken and all. She didn't do this to try to hurt somebody. Came out in a deposition about her brother. If everybody was to go around having to defend their family, what if Bill Clinton was on the stand, had to give a deposition about his brother?
Yeah, and isn't that interesting that Al Sharpton is the one who came out and sort of gave her a pass, and he has a show on MSNBC. And now she's going on the Today Show. Interesting.
Well, I think, there's all sorts of different things to look at. I mean, let's look at the Food Network. They were pretty quick to drop her. Were the ratings as high as they wanted to be? Were they going to drop her anyway? They didn't really sit back to watch anything come out. Her other sponsors have come out, QVC and Caesars and Random House, and one of the biggest one, the Novo Nordisk, the diabetes company. They have one of the biggest things to lose, and obviously when it comes to money matters, they're a pharmaceutical company, and they put out a drug that affects a disproportionate amount of African Americans. So they've got a lot on the line, and they're just saying we're going to wait and see what happens.
Well, if NBC ends up picking her up, you saw the conspiracy theory here first. James, thanks for coming on the show.
All right,
Watch
Melissa,
that.
as long as you claimed
It's not a
it.
coincidence. It's not a coincidence. All right, here's our money question of the day. Will you still buy Paula Deen products? The overwhelming response was yes. You know, I bought a bunch of Paula Deen pots a while ago. They were fantastic. I don't care that her name's on them. They were cheap. They work great. That's what it's about. It'll be very interesting to follow this and see what does happen to her business for sure. We want to hear from more of you. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Melissa Francis Fox or follow me on Twitter at Melissa A. Francis. Up next on Money.